Hi everybody, Steve from Steve's Makerspace here, and today we are in Gamecraft with a major update. There are 3 new blocks, wood, concrete, and brick. There's a new part. There is color. You can paint things 100 different colors. There is a new physics engine that makes things run a little smoother. Doors, and yeah, so let's take a look at all this awesomeness. So these are the parts that already exist. You can see the oiled steel is a little different than it was before. I'm not sure why that changed. And these are the new blocks. We've got wood, concrete, and brick. And here's how they look painted. So these are all of the different parts in their base color. And then colored in mostly primary and secondary colors here. I've got white. So this is the same color white all the way down. And so you can see how it looks in each of these different colors. So dirt in different colors, grass in different colors. I think the concrete looks very nice. I like the brick. Really like the wood in its natural color. That looks really good. Here's a wooden ball. So besides these primary colors, here's a few other colors available to you. So let me show you real quick. You can see the hotbar below. If I hit C, that brings up the color palette, and right now I'm in the 9th color palette, so I hit Control 9 to get there. If I wanted to go to the 1st color palette, I'd hit Control 1. And so this is where I've got my primary colors, and then I can hit number 1 through 9 plus 0. So I'm selecting red. Then I just point this and do a left click to paint. Now there is no unpaint button, so I'm hitting right click. That doesn't really do anything. So you would just have to repaint it a color that you want. And then I can hit C to go back to blocks. And if I do a block like this, I can't paint like just this. When I hit paint, I'm painting the entire thing. So just keep that in mind. If you want to paint things different colors, you're going to need to place those blocks separately. Now you can paint all sorts of things. Here are trees painted, rock. These flowers can be painted. You have to paint at the base of the flower. If you try to paint this, it'll go right through, and I've just painted the ground. So let me paint the ground back to green. These are doors, some new parts. I'm going to get to those in a minute. These are all these awesome parts that are painted. Right, I can change the color of the text by just putting color equals black or color equals blue, and then I can paint the sign itself by saying, changing this. There we go. I can paint the seat. Now these parts cannot be painted, so that doesn't do anything. They've added a new player start, so if you don't want to have the person playing the game build anything, you can just have this to place the player somewhere in the world. This already existed, but this is a new piece right here, this curved pipe piece. So you can make some nice shapes with your curved pipe pieces. And then these are doors. So the 4 new doors, 2 of the doors you push through with your character. Now that doesn't work if you're in test mode. You have to actually be in game mode. And then you can just push right through, and like that. So this is kind of like if you're imagine in a kitchen in a restaurant. These doors are power doors, so open them up like that. And then of course if you wanted to be able to power these from both sides, you would need to set up some logic to get that powered on both sides. And you can put doors in 2 different ways if you like so. And doors are of course scalable, so you can have a huge door like this, which is very nice for maybe a garage, right? Another thing that switched that's really good is the hotbar. It used to be that you would exit a world, come back into a world, and your hotbar would just be a default. Now your hotbar gets saved exactly the way you set it up. If you switch worlds, it's still the same. Plus, now you have more than 10 slots. You can hit Control 2, and now you've got a whole nother set of stuff in your hotbar. I can hit Control 3, and now I've got another set of stuff that I can put into my hotbar. Control 4, I haven't put anything in this set of my hotbar yet, and so now I can just switch between my different hotbars. You can keep more than half of the inventory items in your hotbar if you want. So that is a really great addition to the game. So another thing they've changed is they've added a Prefab Workshop. If I hit Publish now, I select a category. If I hit Game, that's everything that's been saved up to this point has been a category of game, but you could select Vehicle, Environment, Building, Prop, Gizmo, and then very soon, though not right now, people are going to be able to download these creations like a vehicle and be able to paste it into the world so that you'll be able to mix and match stuff off the workshops, which is really awesome. I don't know how it's going to work quite yet. They said that you'll be able to select pieces. They might be able to select just this thing right here and paste that into their world. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll see. Now let's talk about the game physics engine. So up to this point, we've been using a Unity game engine. If you hit F3 on the builds that you've already done, okay, and you look in the top left, you'll see Unity Physics is the current game engine. Or not game engine, but the physics sim type, whatever that means. If you want to switch the physics engine, you would type SW and it says switch to Havoc Physics, and you hit tab and then enter, and that's going to switch you up here to the Havoc Physics engine. So before I do that, I'm in my kinetic art world, and let's just get a before and after. So I'll start the simulation. This isn't going to change too much. So this is one of my current builds and how it works right now. This is some kinetic art, and this one. Okay, so let me switch to the Havoc Physics, and this works pretty much the same as it did before, but you can see that this is going wacko, so I'm going to need to turn this down quite a bit. So I get something different. It's still interesting, but it's definitely different. I like it. Okay, and then this guy, and he's doing all right. Not quite the same as it was before, but that's fine. There we go. So you are going to notice that some of your current builds don't work quite the way they used to. So you'll have to test, and you can choose to continue using the Unity Physics if you like the way it works, and switching to Havoc Physics doesn't seem to make your build work the way you like it. So what you need to do is switch to Havoc Physics, see what it looks like, but then when you go to and have the choice of save and quit, you want to quit without saving if you don't want the Havoc Physics in this build. Otherwise, if you save and quit, you can't switch back to Unity Physics afterwards. Once you switch to Havoc Physics and save it, then you're done. So be careful with that. I think overall the switch is going to be a good thing. Just, you know, you're going to have to tweak the current builds, and then anything that you're building that's new, is going to use the Havoc physics to start with. So I think I've covered everything. This is the update blog post, whatever you call it. I'll have a link to this in the description of the video, so you can go take a look at everything that's written here. So that's going to do it for this video today. If you've liked what you've seen, please give me a like. Consider subscribing to my channel. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of this update. What are you going to be creating that's new with these parts and colors? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the States, and I want to give my thanks to the Gamecraft team at Free Jam. They've been really supportive and communicating with the players, and thanks to the players as well for all the ideas that they've communicated on the Discord channel. And thank you to you for supporting my channel and giving me comments. It keeps me going. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Steve's Makerspace.